Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about parametric tests and non-parametric tests. If you are new to this channel, please press the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to get notified. With the availability of numerous statistical software, performing the statistical analysis has become very easy. But choosing the right statistical test for the study can be very confusing. So the choice depends on the nature of data. Does the data follow normal distribution or not? And what is the study hypothesis? Choice of the test which is used can be dependent on these three things. To decide which test to use for analyzing the data, one must ask the research question first and make sure that it allows for the parametric or non-parametric test procedure. Then choose between these two depending on how you want to answer the research question. A parametric test is a type of statistical test that makes assumption about the parameters of the population distribution from which the sample has been drawn. In a parametric test, the assumptions are made through sample population, and if the information about the population from which the sample has been drawn is completely known through its parameters, then this test is called as the parametric test. The common assumptions underlying the parametric tests are the observation must be independent, the observation must be drawn from a normally distributed population, and the data must be measured on an interval or ratio scale. So these are the assumptions underlying the use of parametric tests. Coming to the non-parametric tests, the non-parametric tests are usually referred as distribution-free tests. A non-parametric statistical test is the one that does not necessarily require any condition to be fulfilled about the parameters of the population from which the sample was drawn. The non-parametric test also can be used when the data are nominal or ordinal. The non-parametric tests are also applied to interval or ratio which do not follow the normal distribution. So how do we choose parametric or non-parametric test to use to analyze the data? We can consider the following points before choosing the statistical test. One is the scale of measurement of the data, then the population distribution, homogeneity of variance, and the independence of samples. So analyzing these parameters or points will give a hint towards using which test is more suitable for the data analysis. Of course, there are advantages and disadvantages for both parametric and non-parametric tests. So let's see some of the advantages and disadvantages of parametric tests. The advantages of parametric tests are these tests have a greater statistical power. The parametric tests can provide trustworthy results with distribution that are skewed and non-normal. So even in the skewed results, we can use parametric tests which will yield very good results. The parametric tests can provide reliable results when the groups have different amounts of variability. And the disadvantages are parametric tests require large data set and it cannot handle outliers. Coming to the advantages and disadvantages of non-parametric tests, the non-parametric tests have several advantages. Okay, so the more statistical power when assumption of parameters are not violated, and the assumptions of normality does not apply. And here small samples are okay, whereas in parametric test we require large data set. And this can be used for all data types, including ordinal, normal, and interval, or the continuous data types. And it can be used with the data has outliers. So these are the advantages. And the disadvantage is that they are less powerful than parametric tests if the assumptions haven't been violated. So these are the different advantages and disadvantages of the parametric and non-parametric tests. Here are some of the different tests under parametric and their non-parametric equivalent. So you can see here comparative data of the parametric tests and non-parametric tests based on the level of measurement and sample characteristics. So in conclusion, the decision often depends on whether the mean or median more accurately represent the center of your data distribution. And if the mean accurately represent the center of distribution and the sample size is large enough, parametric test can be considered because that is more powerful. And if the median better represents the center of the distribution, then non-parametric test, even when you have a large sample, can be considered. Hope you are clear with this topic. If you like the video, please press the like button and share it with your friends. Thank you.